Aue, te ariki aue, ko koe te ariki, te kai whakaora, o te ao kato, ko tēnei tō iwi, e inoi atu nei, aroha tia mātou, manaki tia mai mātou, I roto I ēnei wā, aue, te ariki aue, aue, te ariki aue. Kia ora, kia ora, kia ora. Another live again today. Gosh, it's been a busy day. Look, I've had people make contact with me. I've had parents make contact with me, and I've had teachers make contact with me in regards to what's going on with the lockdowns. This is what I know thus far. The police were instrumental in these lockdowns. And, you know, if there's a bomb scare at our schools, you would assume that they would get involved. But you would also assume that the bomb squad, if it was a serious case, if it was a bomb scare in several schools, from the Waikato to Thames to Gisborne, that the bomb squad or a serious outfit of such would be involved with the police. No such thing has happened. Now, in real time, I had parents that were there on the spot. I was speaking to them via Messenger live, and they tried to go live on their phones, and they said that they thought their phones were being blocked from going live. So that has raised a red flag for me, right? The fact that they were blocked from trying to do a live. They actually had to move away from the school, and then they were able to do a live, and they were able to send that live to me. So that's the first concern. And the fact that the bomb squad, or do we have such a squad, was not sent to these schools. Now, I'm going to read you what the media is saying. Police say no safety risk after phone threats made to North Island schools. No safety risk, right? Now, when I was talking to a parent, and this is happening real time, the media had already put out a press release. The media had already put out a press release, and this was happening on the ground, real time, and the media had already done a press release. Now, hence the reason why it's raised another red flag for me, that the media were already preempted about what was going to happen in the schools, that the parents were at the grounds, they couldn't go live to inform whānau. Here's another concern, whānau. Here's another concern. I was made contact by the partner of a school teacher from one of those schools, and I'm not going to name the school. And the partner said there was no messages. The bell was rung. They went to the office. They were not contacted by the school. They were not contacted by the police. They were left in the office, didn't know what to do. It was utter chaos. Utter chaos. And they were worried about their own students, right? So if this was a major issue, you would have thought that the teachers were informed. If this was a major issue, you would have thought that parents would have been able to warn other parents and get the messages out. I don't know. There's just too many convenient loopholes. As I indicated yesterday, and it was brought up, and this policy is posted up, and I shared it with you the other day, posted up on the Ministry of Education, that they can detain our children for 72 hours. They can force treatment if they so choose to. We were aware that there were schools up north preparing for lockdowns and preparing, and I put up on my Facebook page of Rangitoto College that was preparing for a dummy run lockdown. Now, here's my theory. Here's my theory, and I don't care what you call me. You can call me whatever the heck you want, but here's my theory. This was an orchestrated lockdown just to see how prepared, one, the communities are, if they're using any blocking mechanisms in regards to videos going live, two, to make sure that those systems are locked in place. That's my theory, and I don't give a shit what you think about me for putting that theory up. You heard it first from me. Here's the other thing. They want to create chaos, right? They want to create chaos, and they want to create, put us back into that fear mode again. And what did I say? Do not be fearful. Be cautionary, and plan for types of scenarios like this. Our world has changed, whānau, but we, we've got to get, that's why I was reluctant about putting this live up, because I don't want us to go into scaremongery, right? I don't want us to go into that. But just the reports where police say there are no safety risks. The fact that real time, I had parents ringing me up when it was actually happening, and a press release had already gone out, raised the red flag for me. Meant to me that this whole scenario was orchestrated to test the schools. I don't trust the health system, and I now do not trust our education system. Period. Okay. Kia ora to Shirley, Chris, Kathy, Martin, Rachel, TK, Belinda, Ravina, Lee, Moana. Thank you all. Thank you all. Andrea, I'm just putting my 2 cent piece out there, whānau. Yes, we have to be cautious. Yes, we have to keep our children safe. But there were too many convenience, and the fact that the media is now saying, police are saying there's no safety risk. Remember, this was directed by the police. And in real time, if that parent had not have rung me when this was actually going down, and the media had already got a hold of it, I would have been none the wiser. But because it was happening in real time, and the media had already put out a press release, that raised the bloody red flag as far as I'm concerned. And I've got a few of you on my live today as well, which is great. Anyway, I've done enough lives today. I just want to say, let's not get into the scaremongery as well. Let's be prepared. Get our children prepared. The fact that this parent could not do a live when at the school area, but she could do a live when she removed herself away from the school area, is suspicious in itself. Any IT, I'm not an IT technocrat, but any IT people out there, you might be able to share some of your knowledge. How do they do it? What sort of blocking mechanisms can they use? I mean, after what happened to us in Wellington during the occupation, when they use sound, they could burst people's eardrums and send them a bit porangi. I don't put it past the government about breaching any of our rights, our human rights, our Bill of Rights. It's happening. It's happening. No conspiracy there, whānau. Anyway, I just was compelled to make this live, to share with you what's going on, and to let you know that not even the teachers. See, how I see it as well is that the schools, our kura, are being used by this government. The more things play out, the more kino this government is looking, the more kino. And I don't trust National, and I don't trust ACT. Actually, I don't trust any of them down in Wellington. We need to get a whole new bunch of freedom fighter politicians down in Wellington that, one, care for our community, care for our people, care for our children, care for our rights, and care for our planet. So I'm motivated, whānau. I release a live to say that it's official. I am now running for Mayor of Hamilton City Council. They need a fearless leader, and that I am. And I'll also be running for the Māori ward here in Hamilton City Council as well. And I've told you how I feel about decentralising Wellington and bringing the power back to our communities, back into local government. So kia kaha whānau, kia pai, tō rā, ka kite anō, kia rara.